It's the NFL on EA Sports, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Kansas City Chiefs on Thursday night primetime.
It's one of the loudest venues in the National Football League. We're inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, home of the Chiefs. So good to be with you. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here. Greg, as we look at this matchup, I'm looking around, hearing this crowd. They're so fired up for this one. What's it like when you come on the road and you've got a hostile environment you need to take care of?
You know, I always liked it. I always thought it added to the element of bringing some energy and bringing some juice, especially in pregame. But once that ball's kicked off, you want to settle this crowd down as fast as you can, especially on offense. Take them out of it. Get them back on the...
Just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year two. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year two, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year two is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
He gets this into the hands of Green. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Back to throw. Open man, left side, he's got it. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Steeler first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Here's 1st and 10. And movement up front. And that's our first time tonight to check in with our referee.
Still first down.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. The blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's a first carry for their running back, and he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. Now a shot here, deep middle. And this ball incomplete on third down.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
On the return, it's Carter. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. They are led out by a man who's done this now for a long time. Their veteran quarterback.
I had a coach tell me earlier in my career, Mike, specifically about the quarterback position. If you don't have fast feet, you better have a fast mind. And here we have a guy that has played a lot of games under center. He has seen a lot of football, and while he might not be as mobile, he might not have the arm strength to make all the throws he had earlier in his career, that experience behind center, that experience being in these moments before, man, having that quick mind, there's not a whole lot of defense is going to throw at him that he hasn't seen. When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
On second down, they run the counter. And he's going to take this past the 45, and that's good enough for a first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. Now this time they'll look to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. On comes the Chiefs punter. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. Steelers offense ready now for their second drive. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. Not much there. Stopped short of the 20. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. This will be returned from just beyond midfield, and he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Chiefs offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the 1st down.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He'll drop to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Davis going in motion. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Oh, he pumps up the football. One of the Steelers has it. His way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. Oh, there's nothing better than when the defense scores a touchdown, except when a big man on the defense finds his way to the end zone.
Yeah, I think it's been a while since that guy had a ball in his hand, Mike, probably since his earlier days as a young kid. But, boy, he looked comfortable. What a return. What a play for him to be able to pick up that loose ball and bring it all the way back. Man, nothing brings life to a sideline like a defensive lineman touchdown.
The extra point try forthcoming. He gets it to go, and the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Williams. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Chiefs offense ready to take over once again. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one complete right side. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand. Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. They'll let the fullback try to push the punt.
Man, even the big guy couldn't barrel ahead for just a couple yards and pick up that first. That's really impressive by that defensive front to not only hold up, but to force fourth down.
Here's the punter now, as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Offside, defense. Automatic first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system. And all these early sacks, yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
I'll give on the ground. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And he is going to go down. They sack him to end the 1st quarter. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. 7-0 is our score. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. Here's their punter now, as he is on to punt for KC. This one fielded out beyond the 25. The Steelers offense getting set to get back to work. They lead it here in the 2nd quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. Got his man. That's Graham. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground You break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Going left side down the field, and it's complete. That's his second catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical third down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. He'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. They're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him, take him down behind the line.
What you love about these running backs, Mike, is that their confidence is that they can make every play a big play. But in this case, sometimes you have to know, all right, it's over. Cut my losses, try to get back to the original line of scrimmage and survive to the next down, but tries to make this play extended and takes a big loss.
Third and long. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Steelers.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
The extra point, up and good. And the Steelers move out on top, 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Carter on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense make their way out to take over once more. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. The football. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
Well, fortunately for this quarterback, Mike, thanks to the alert play by one of his teammates, they're going to prevent this from being a turnover. It's just so hard as the quarterback. You're trying to keep your eyes downfield. You're trying to keep the plays alive. You have to feel the rush. You have to understand when that clock's going off. That ball either needs to come out or it certainly needs to be protected.
And now compounding the issue here, we're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll move them back half the distance, and they'll try it again.
Still second down.
Following the penalty, they'll run it. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. They'll try to run with their fullback.
When that play call came into the huddle, Mike, I don't think anyone seriously expected this guy to suddenly rip off that type of gain to extend this drive. That was more of a, hey, get what you can, wave the white flag. We are so far behind the sticks.
And the Chiefs will punt the ball away. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Steelers offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this second quarter. Looking to run away with this one before halftime. 1st and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline, and he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big-time play for Pittsburgh. 33 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Quick throw, taken in. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
He'll try the zone read on 1st and 10. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
He'll decide to keep this once more. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
I don't mind the call. Down here this close to the goal line, you're trying to account for the extra defenders. In this case, you're trying to read them, but give credit to the defense. They had the running back accounted for and the quarterback.
They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. That one, taken in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
The PAT, up and good. And the Steelers will take themselves to a 21-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Carter on the return. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to see what they can do. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. They'll begin here on the ground. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Back to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
14 on the pickup. 1st down, KC.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard thinking that they're defending the pass. They're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take them down in the backfield for a loss.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. 3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
So that one going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. The Steelers offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They've opened up a big lead already, trying to put this one to bed maybe before halftime. Another drive starts here with 1st and 10. From out of the gun, he'll throw. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now from the gun. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll look to throw yet again. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Having a dominant pass rush so often translates to wins. Now, that's hardly been the case here, Mike, and they're able to add another sack to their total before half, and that's great. But somehow they still find themselves trailing, and that's the only thing that matters.
And now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. He'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. Here at halftime, it's the visitors, the Steelers, who are in the lead. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports studios and our halftime report. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second and a yard. They'll run. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
I don't mind the call, giving it to the fullback, thinking he can just kind of plow his way through and pick up the first down. But what you're not expecting is for him to actually lose yardage, and that's exactly the case here. Now changes things a little bit now as they face this third down.
The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. He's going to let this one go deep. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum. Figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points because so far this has been a struggle. And they just cannot get anything going through the air.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a nice gain, getting this to about the 23-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the
pressure, gets there, and down he goes.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
going for it all. That is hot! And that changes things. Out of bounds inside the 40. A big-time play for Pittsburgh. A gain of 48.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Encroachment, defense. Still 1st down.
So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Here's a 2nd and 9. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Here's a 3rd and 10. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is Hunt. What a throw. Touchdown, Steelers. So they take the shot downfield, and it is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. What a big play that is, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And the key to a play like this is when the ball travels this far in the air, they teach you, don't look back, look up, because that's where the ball will be. And in this case, he was able to secure it and come away with a big touchdown.
Now the try here for the point after. The kick is good. And the Steelers are able to extend the advantage to 28-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Williams on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
They face 2nd down and 7. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of him, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
We're all set to kick this one away. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. Whoa! And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The visitors' offense headed back to take over once more. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now a run, and it's their fullback with the carry. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. Give him 14 on that one. That's a Steeler first down.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now a handoff running right. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Right back to him on first down. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
3rd and a yard. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch. Stays in bounds. And he's got the first down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
And a short pickup down inside the 10. Second and goal. They'll go with him again. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good. And the Steelers stretch out this lead even more. It is now 35-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Williams now to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The home team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
A run now on 2nd down. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down. Good running. Gets him to about the 44.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the first down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
We spend so much time talking about quarterbacks and the special plays that they can make. And, of course, that's a big part of playing quarterback in the NFL. But also, can you avoid the bad plays? Do you know when the fight is over and live to play another down? Don't take that sack. Throw the ball away, get back out there on 3rd down, and give yourself a chance.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Special teams out to the field, ready for this punt. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Steelers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Inside the 40. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 79 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Extra point attempt still to come. His kick is good. And the Steelers keep widening that lead. It is now 42-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Williams. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And he's going to have the Chiefs' 1st down. They find a way to convert on 4th down and pick up 10 yards.
I know it's 4th and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane out. You can't just fall forward or push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is to the running back seeing the hole and hitting it.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man, good job coming back for the ball on the completion. They get 14 on that hookup. Good for a Chiefs first down.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
They'll try the right side this time. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. A gain there of 11. And the Chiefs have a first down.
Anytime you're having a really good drive like this, Mike, you just hate to see it stall out on the fringe of the red area. But in this case, not only do they pick up some good yardage on the ground, they get a fresh set of downs to hopefully go in and finish this drive with a touchdown.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, you know, the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Encroachment, defense. Still 2nd down.
They'll look to throw. That's in the end zone and intercepted.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The visitors' offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now a give on the ground. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Now this time they'll look to throw. Here's 3rd and 7. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. The Chiefs offense ready to get back at it. They'll need to get something positive going right away here. Ball starts inside their own 1-yard line. They'll try to run with their fullback. Oh, no. That is not going to work out at all. That will be a safety. That is the danger of the play calling down there, Greg. Try to stretch it out. Can't get there, and it's going to cost them 2 points.
Most often, Mike, anytime you're backed up, the idea is to try to get the running back running downhill at the defense. For that exact reason, he got bounced out wide. They were able to string the play out towards the sideline, and it results in the safety.
So after that safety, it is a free kick, and that comes from the 20. That is fielded at the 20.
And what's that one thing you hear from coaches all the time, Mike, right? Finish strong, and he's doing just that. His numbers here in this one, they have been terrific. But he's going to give you a full 4 quarters, and I think at this point in the game, he knows there's even more yards to be had.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. it's second down. They'll run. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Back to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Steelers getting ready to put this one away, as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Now a ball deep, middle of the field.
I can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize, how many yards do I need to get for the 1st down? And just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Oh, a loose football. It looked like one of the Chiefs is able to recover, and they hold on to the ball.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
The Steelers offense and their running back set to go once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. First and 10 now from the 36. Again, they'll try to power forward with their fullback. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Now a give up the middle, and it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down forthcoming. They'll stick with him again. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So this one, a win for the visiting Steelers. And this was as good as it gets, all 3 phases of the game in perfect harmony as they post the lopsided shutout victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, good night from Kansas City.